Hi everyone, you're welcome to today's class. Abdurrahman Nigeria is my name. Yes, in the last video we said we are going to look at the marginal cost of capital. By the name, marginal means additional, the additional. So, marginal cost of capital, additional cost of capital. What is additional cost of capital? Before we can be talking about additional cost, it means we have taken a new capital. The company has received additional capital. So, therefore, what is the cost of that additional cost or additional capital that the company has used? Take for example, the company wants to embark on a particular project and the finance available is not enough to embark on such projects. And the project, the company is not divisible, and such a project is not divisible. But that therefore, the company intends to look for additional finance in order to do what? To be able to do what? To embark on such investments. By that therefore, the additional finance in which the company is attracting has received, they need to compute the additional cost of capital on that as well. So that is what led us to what? The computation of what? To the concept of marginal cost of capital. So by this, marginal cost of capital is the difference in the existing capital structure before undertaking a project and the cost of capital structure after undertaking projects. This has explained what the marginal cost of capital is. So is the difference, difference in the existing capital structure. Definitely a company has an existing capital structure. What do I mean by capital structure? The level of each finances in the company. At this, the pool of fund, a company has equity finance, has preference share finance, has debt finance. Let's now say the equity finance is taking 50% of the total finance in the company, or total capital in the company. The preference share is taking 30%, and the venture is taking just 20%. By that, we have 100% finance, 100% capital. But in a case whereby we are now bringing the additional capital into the company, let's now say we now introduce additional equity finance. So there's need to do what to the capital structure of the company will definitely change. So we now be having more of what to the value of equity in the company will have increased because we are financing the new project, the additional fund required, we are sourcing for the additional fund required through equity. So by that therefore, because of equity, the equity finance of the company will increase. So there will be a difference, there will be a change in the capital structure of the company. So how do we now calculate the cost of what? Of that additional capital? You have said the difference in the existing capital structure before undertaking a project and the cost of capital structure after undertaking projects. It can also be seen as the cost of servicing new additional capital, which you have said, which has to be provided. That additional cost of additional capital you are talking about, what is the cost attached to it? As simple as that. So these are the formulas. We have this particular formula. See another formula which we are going to look at after explaining this particular formula. So MCC is what? Marginal cost of capital. The formula for computing is what? Incremental service cost. All over incremental capital. Incremental service cost all over incremental capital. So, what is incremental service cost? Incremental service cost is what? Incremental service cost is equal to new ash total minus old ash total. In an existing company, the company would have computed its cost of capital, which is the WACC. We have an existing WACC. So when we, in the last class where we computed WACC, we have what we call the ash total. We have what we call the total market value. So incremental service cost, how do you now arrive at your incremental service cost, is what to new ash total, that is after you have introduced new additional finance to the company, you are going to have a new ash total, and what to minus the whole ash total. By that you are going to get a what? Incremental service cost. So the incremental capital, what is this incremental capital? How do we get it? How do we get that? The incremental capital is new market value minus old market value. You are going to have your incremental capital. So from there, you just have to put it, just have to slot in there, and then you are going to have your marginal cost of capital. So now looking at this, we have seen that you said new ash total minus old ash total. It means you're going to show a reflection of just what the additional finance, an element of the additional finance. Also, what incremental capital is what new capital, new market value by what minus old market value. So it's going to show that marginal, the cost of that was marginal capital. So by that, it says this is the formula for computing your marginal cost of capital. This is where you are given the incremental service cost, you are given the market value and stuff like that, which we have the access to, which you have information that will enable you to compute the ash total and market value. But in a case whereby you don't have that information, the information you have is what is your dividend, your interest. So we are going to use another formula for computing our marginal cost of capital. In doing that, so let me just drop it from here. Let me call this method 1. So the second method for computing our MCC is equal to D or I all over N minus S. D or I over N minus S. Where D is equal to dividend, where D or I, this slash I is equal to dividend, or interest, as the case may be. You know, both preferred shareholders and ordinary shareholders receive dividend. They receive dividend. So it's either dividend or interest. At least you can use this formula to compute your what? MCC for what? For equity. That's what I'm talking about here. MCC for equity, MCC for what? For preferred share. Or MCC for what? For debenture. Where N is equal to issue price, where S is equal to issue cost, where S is equal to issue cost, where S is equal to issue cost. So your issue price and issue cost will be given in the question. The question is going to be structured in a way in which you are going to get your issue price and issue cost. So your issue price is that price in which they issue the additional capital. So it's the price in which the additional capital was issued, while the issue cost is those other costs are charged associated with the issue. So this is the formula for computing the marginal cost of capital. Now the difference between this and this is very simple. Under this formula, the incremental service cost. Before you arrive at this formula, at this MCC, you will have computed your WACC. You have computed your WACC, in which you have used the tabular approach, in which under the formula we use to compute our WACC, whether the tabular approach or the market or the formula approach. Definitely, you have computed your WACC. You are going to have an existing WACC for the company. You are going to have what's new WACC when the additional finance has been introduced. So therefore, and in computing your WACC, you need information for what? For equity, for preference share, and for the venture. So from there, you're able to get your existing WACC. You are going to have your existing market value, and what? The existing hash total. So that is when you are given information that relates to what? To hash total market value. But when the information is relating to information in the question is relating to what? To dividend and interest and market and issue price and what? And issue cost. This is the formula to use, as simple as that. The question, in a nutshell, the question will tell you the formula to use in the computation of marginal cost of capital. Having said all this, we will be looking at questions. We are going to solve questions on all these explanations we have made in previous videos. We are going to solve questions on all the explanations. So watch for our next video and stay relaxed. Thank you.